Greetings, peons, and welcome to the Week 11 Kenny is Gay Fantasy Recap. I am proud as your king, your commissioner, and your reigning and defending champion to bring you the recap this week because we had a doozy. Yes, Wills, I said champion, not co-champion, because co-champions don't have championship belts, okay? I'll be wearing mine proudly until I hand it off to the next legitimate champion like myself. And what way is this to defend a championship anyway, Wills? I mean, you're an embarrassment, with that team name, Touchdown Germany. Who names a fantasy football team after, a semifinal World Cup soccer match anyway? My God, And what's with the Oedipus complex, too? Speaking of which, Duke, I mean, we could probably say the same thing about you, but it might go a little deeper than that. I mean, Lonnie's pretty. She's got blue eyes, and she's a school teacher, just like your mom. Except I don't think it's that at all. Ever since you were a pup, you've been fed this product. I would say that 80% of your body composition is olive oil. Yeah. So, think about it for a second. You are what you eat, right? She's flat-chested and she's skinny, just like Lonnie and Veronica who preceded her. So, there's that. Speaking of Popeye characters, we have one sailor in the group, a guy who's actually served our country, Mr. Nathaniel Nate Weehee. Nate, you know what? I'm going to toast you for that because no one else has. All right? And I've got some of your freshly squeezed semen. And everybody knows that I just love Nate's semen. So here we go. Here's to you, buddy. Oh. That shit is vile, man. What did you have to drink last night? Absinthe? You're amazing, actually. You piss in my fireplace and get away with it. My wife doesn't care. You grope Danny's fiance, and he doesn't care, right? You get discharged for being bipolar from the Navy. Somehow you pulled that one off, right? And the biggest one you pulled off was you got drunk with a cool, beautiful girl. 3 weeks later, you go to Vegas and marry her, and she's still with you. I mean, that is just amazing shit, I must say. So, anyway, on to Jason. Jason with the bad grammar. Adjacent from? Really, Jason? There's a lot of things we could be talking about here. About your move to Seattle, to the gloomy weather because you were depressed a little bit maybe. You took to Tinder. But that worked out for you. So that's good. But anyway, let's see. Oh, my God, losers. More and more losers. Ryan, my God. You're going to make it all the way to week 13. Good for you. You earned it. Being the owner of the Jeff, there is some poetic justice because you will be doing the league recap for the entire season, along with the other recap that you get to do on week 13. So that's a good thing. Let's talk about the Ghost here for a second. The Ghost would kick all of our asses if he wasn't in like a dozen other leagues. Cliff, drop about 6 more of your leagues. That way you'll be able to figure out who's in our league and you'll get a few more wins and maybe get into the playoffs. I think you're going to get there anyway, but come on, focus, buddy. You're not. They haven't seen the best of you yet. As for my older son Danny, who thinks he's an artist, and considers a business meeting going to a Seattle comic book store and having a conversation with a part-time high school minimum wage employee who knows a little bit about comic books. You know what, Danny? I understand your obsession with Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon, but don't you think you're taking it just a little too far? And as for Shmuel, my God, Sammy, you're that raving, blonde banging corporate sellout son that I dreamed of having. Too bad you're broke all the time because you spend all your money on blow and Tinder chicks, and you don't even fool them. So don't try fooling us anymore. And my favorite person in the league, Tommy. I call him Tea Party Tony because he knows what he wants. He's conservative. But you want to know something? He's also competitive. Wait a minute. Did you know that he was going to be our 2012 U.S. Goalie for the water polo team at the Olympics? That's right. But you know what he decided to do instead? Drugs, get drunk, bang chicks, and golf. So there are some redeeming qualities about you, Tommy, which is exactly why you were invited into this league. And last and certainly least is the original gay boy himself, the whipping post of all of you guys since he's a teenager, Jeffrey Mumar. I don't get it though. I mean, Jeff's such a great guy. And, it's not like he forgot to apply to college or that he stayed at home until he was 26 years old and did a bunch of stupid shit that got him in trouble. Nah, he didn't do any of that stuff. I guess you did. Well, anyway, we'll get to the recap in a little bit. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, boys. You know those times when you really want to piss off your boyfriend like I just did to that ugly little Jewish midget bitch Gabriel? Anyway, have I got the product for you. Pipe Dream Extreme. Flip a sister over. That's right. For just $19.99, you get the vagina, and you turn her over, and you get the butthole. It's wonderful. You can really piss off your boyfriend that way. Bust a nut in my fat ghetto body. Jizzle in my nizzle, faux shizzle. There's free shipping too. So just call 1-800-GAY-JEFF and get your Pipe Dream Extreme. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in the moist personal lubricant for you, as well as your Pipe Dream cleanser, so you can keep this fresh and clean forever. 1-800-GAY-JEFF. Get it now.
Well, boys, here's your Week 11 recap, where, once again, 6 of us really sucked, and 6 of us got really lucky. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Jewish midget himself. Not only has he clinched a playoff berth, but he has also earned himself first place regular season money, so $100 will be coming your way, Gabe. Also clinching playoff berths, myself, Danny, and Tommy. So here we go. And also clinching berths into the Jeff Bowl are Wills and Nate. Sorry, you can't claw yourself out of this one. You're in there. Okay. Duke, uphill battle with only 1,454 points and 7 losses. It's a real long shot for you, so you might be looking forward to winning the Jeff this year. So here we go. Let's go to the games. All right, so we have the blowout. Okay, this is an upset. Duke upsetting Danny, 175 to 118. Let's face it, Duke. Your players overperformed. For whatever it's worth. Jay Cutler scoring 54 points. That's a little bit much. Kenny Britt 32. Good luck repeating that one next week against me. Okay, so you got Josh Gordon coming in. Let's see how he produces. Calvin Johnson's due, though, I must say. So much for that game. Anyway, the next game, really not much to talk about here. I earned this, right? 96 points. I'm doing it legitimately, Tommy, right, Jeff? Yeah, but you guys are in favor of having the loser do it. Well, I lost. If you want to call it losing, Sammy with 128 points. It's not even worth talking about. This game, he should have lost, I should have lost, but I earned this, all right? Now we had some real testicle ticklers. So let's get to Nate. Okay, Nate, you upset the ghost. And in doing so, I think you really are trying to claw your way out of this thing, but it just isn't going to happen. But I like the fact that you think you can and that you're trying. The most impressive thing is 39 points from the Packers defense. I mean, that is certainly in the realm of taco performances worthy of going to the Jeff Bowl this year. So good luck to you there. As for the Ghost, Cliff, your team underperformed. There's no question about it. You're better than this. 5-6, you're on the brink of Jeff Bowl versus getting into the playoffs. 2 weeks to go. It'll be an interesting battle. We have a tough competition in this league. Okay. The next game we have are the 2 new BFFs, Tommy and Jeffrey. And, I think there might have been a little collusion here. Tommy, for the second consecutive week, you sit Mike Evans on your bench, and he outperforms himself, at this time scoring a ridiculous 51 points, which would have easily given you the win this week. You know, and to lose to Jeff Muma, you know, it's kind of embarrassing. But, you know, you're in the playoffs, so it really doesn't matter. Moving on to the battle between the two strapping, handsome blonde boys, where Jason eked out a torturous 1-point win over, over the bowels of our league. The embarrassing one, Wills Greenwald. You know, I don't even want to talk about the game, Wills. I don't want to embarrass you any further. And finally, we have the lucky one, Gabe, who just backed into his 10th win of the season because Ryan had a kicker who scored -2 points. Just imagine, Ryan, a three-way switch on that. You lost by 2 points. If your kicker had scored 1 point, okay, you would have won the game. And, you know, Gabe, what are you doing with your chemistry? You acquire Peyton Manning. The guys you got rid of, you know, actually did something for your team. Good luck in the playoffs. Hope I meet you there again. That's for sure. Well, gentlemen, this wraps it up. There's really not much more to talk about other than, you know, the usual, to go fuck yourselves. And Jeff, shut the fuck up.